Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Lisa Marie, and if you are new here, this channel is all about inspiration and living your best life. So you want to subscribe for more inspiring videos like this one. This week I want to talk about how to battle a bad day. Bad days happen, we all have them, and they are part of life. And I feel like you can embrace them, make the best of them, or you can drown yourself in self-worry and self-pity, and you don't want that, right? So I came up with my top 10 tips that I want to share today to get through a bad day. Now these are not typical tips, because if you go online you will find a lot of tips like work out because it increases your endorphins, or go outside and enjoy the sun. But I feel like those tips are too generic, and also a lot of times you can't really implement them in your life because say it's winter and there is no sun, or you simply don't have the time to work out. And I also feel like working out, for instance, is such a typical tip that you hear all the time. So I wanted to share my top 10 tips, and those tips are so easy to implement. They're a little bit different, but most importantly, they are practical. So it's not something up in the air, something generic, not really specific. No, these are actually tips that can actually help you to get through a bad day. So let's jump into it. So first of all, talk to a loved one. Let it all out. Talk to somebody and just tell them how horrible everything is and how you hate your life right now and how angry you are at that person. Just let it all out, but then make a cut and be like, okay, I've let it all out. I've dumped all my shit on you, but now I'm gonna focus on the positive. So I feel like it's always important to let it out, but not for too long, not like kind of, I don't know, drown yourself in your worries. No, like actually let it out and then let it go, basically. So spend a couple of minutes and basically just tell them what happened or why you are angry. And then you've given your baggage to somebody else and you can let it go and make space in your mind to focus on something else. Whilst talking to people is important, you want to make sure that you are talking to the right people. So say something's going on and you talk to a very negative person, an energy vampire, they might actually not be able to get you out of this or to support you in a way that you want to be supported, because they just gonna feed into this negative energy and then you're just gonna be on a roll, and then you're gonna talk about all the shitty things that are going on in your life, and you don't want this. You want to speak to a very positive person that understands that you are in a difficult situation right now or you're having a bad day, but they will then help you to shift your focus on positive things again. So be sure to not talk to an energy vampire or a negative person in general, because they will only feed into your negativity. Something that works for me every single time is treating myself. I've become quite good at treating myself, I'm not gonna lie. But I used to be a very performance-driven person. I still kind of am, but I used to put a lot of pressure on myself, but I didn't really treat myself. I was always focused on work and never rewarding myself. And nowadays, especially when I have a bad day, I treat myself to something nice. It's either a nice dinner to end the day, or buying a fabulous piece of cake, or watching Netflix and having a movie night despite having a lot to do, actually taking a bath. No matter what it is, it's something that you enjoy. Just treat yourself, do something good for yourself, because if you don't look after yourself and if you don't treat yourself, nobody's gonna do it. And I feel like treating yourself is something that you should do every single day, but especially on days where everything is going south. My next tip is try something new. So say you have a bad day, but you have a little bit of time or a little bit of energy left, try something new. Even if it's something super duper small, something that you do differently, maybe buy a book of a genre that you've never explored, or you sign up for an online course, or you try out a new class in your gym. Like, do something different, do something new, because what happens? It's exciting, it's exhilarating, and those are positive feelings that can help you get out of a negative mindset. So when you do something new, you can't be in a negative mindset, because when you try something new, you explore new territory and you do not have any feelings towards that yet because you don't have any experience. Hence, you don't have any negative feelings about something. So when you try something new, you get yourself out of a negative mindset actively, and the excitement and the acceleration, they produce positive feelings inside of you, and you might learn something new about yourself that you didn't know before. And with trying something new, even if it's something small like trying out a new gym class, this is something that can really help you to work on your mindset, because if you are constantly open to trying new things, that will help you to broaden your horizon in general and become a more open-minded person. And in my experience, people that are more open-minded tend to have less bad days. Also, do something just for fun. Do something that is not productive, that is not efficient, that is not work-related. Do something just for the fun of it. When was the last time you've actually done that? For me, that was very big in changing my life, because everything that I did for a reason, and the reason was always tied to being productive, working, being efficient, all of that, and I was always focused on creating value, making progress, and working towards something, which is all good, but it puts a lot of pressure on yourself. And I really forgot about having fun. And now I've shifted my mindset. Nowadays, I make more space in my life to do things just for the fun of it. And as a result, my life is much more balanced. I feel much more fulfilled. I'm much happier. And as a consequence, I have less bad days. But when I do actually have a bad day, which happens as well, I just do something just for fun. It kind of goes hand in hand with treating yourself. So for me, that could be having a lovely dinner and watch some Netflix, or dance around my room just because I love it. Something else that I think is helpful in every situation of life, and especially when you have a bad day, is my favorite topic, meditation. I've spoken about meditation so much on this channel already because I love it so much. And if you are a German speaker, I actually uploaded a video a few days ago purely on meditation with my best tips and tricks on how to level up your meditation game. And I also share a lot of different meditation practices. So check out this video. I have a link down in the info box below. But why do I love meditation so much? Besides all the amazing benefits it has for you, it really helps you to get a clear idea of what's going on. You can really get in tune with your feelings and your thoughts and emotions, and that can really help you to find out the reason why you're having a bad day. Because, for instance, I sometimes feel bad or sad and I don't even know why, or I feel like I have a bad day but there is no reason for it. And then I meditate and I realize that I'm really sad for some reason, or my thoughts are circling around something that happened a few days ago and that really upsets me still. There can be so many different reasons as to why you have a bad day, and meditation really helps you to get clear. Or you had a bad day at work and you are really aware of why you're feeling bad. Meditation can help you to neutralize that and to really get in touch with yourself, to stimulate some positive feelings inside of yourself, to really get back to yourself, center yourself, and get calm. So meditation is a game changer for me, especially on bad days. And also, regarding meditation, it can really help you to accept the feelings that you are feeling, and with acceptance, you can then let them go. Because once you accept your feelings, they don't hold any power over you anymore. So accepting them is actually the first step towards neutralizing them and eventually letting them go. Another tip that I love is celebrating myself. What are things that I love about myself and that no one can take away from me? Are there any specific talents or skills that you have? Or do you love your eyes or a specific part of your body? There's definitely something that you are loving about yourself, and there's something that you are better at than anyone else in the world. And you should really focus yourself on those things, especially on bad days. And maybe you want to write them down. You want to talk to yourself. You can say it out loud. I love my brown eyes, or whatever it is. Really find the things that you love about yourself and celebrate yourself, because you are the most important person in your life, and that's amazing. And you want to celebrate yourself. So especially on bad days, there are always amazing things about yourself and your life, and you want to shift your focus on these things. Ooh, looking at the word. Another tip that might sound a bit counterintuitive at first is to get something annoying done. For me, getting something annoying done has a lot of power because we all have a list of things that we need to do eventually that we do not want to do, and especially in our busy lives, this list is growing if you don't take care of it. And if I have a bad day, a lot of times I feel bad about myself and I feel stuck or just unhappy with the circumstances or I don't know, different things. But when I get something annoying out of the way, it sets something free. I don't know, it sparks something inside of myself. It's really rewarding and reassuring because I feel like, okay, I'm getting stuff done. There is progress in my life and it sets something free. So once I've done that one thing, I've crossed it off my list, I'm motivated to get more stuff done and to do more. And for me, getting active and doing things really helps me to deal with my emotions and to get out of a negative mindset. So getting something annoying done might sound a bit weird in the beginning, but it can be super helpful when you have a bad day. Another tip that I have for you is something that I only learned recently, but I think it's so powerful, and that is always assuming that everyone is doing the best they can. So when you are in an argument with somebody or somebody triggered you, don't assume they want to annoy you, they want to upset you. No, assume that is the best they can do right now. There is nothing else they can do, and they always act in a way that they think is right. And that really helped me to shift my mindset and getting angry at people, because before I was blaming them for making me feel bad, but now I'm thinking, okay, that is the best that person can do right now, and they don't want to hurt me necessarily, or they only hurt me because they are hurt themselves and they don't know what else to do, and that is the best they can do. So I think that is super powerful. It really helped me to shift my mindset on good days and bad days, but especially on bad days. Another thing that I love doing on good days and bad days is asking myself what if questions. What if anything was possible? What if I couldn't fail? Those questions really help me to open up and think in a different way. And they really help me when I feel stuck and I feel like there is no progress, or I cannot change anything about my life or the circumstances, or I feel lost. Those questions basically help me. Those questions basically help me in any aspect of my life because I think differently and I come up with new ideas. So asking myself those questions, what if anything was possible? What if I couldn't fail? Helps me to find out what can be one step that I can take today to get closer to my goal or to get out of this negative mindset. And then I try to take this one step straight away to get the ball rolling. So basically, I would say, what if I couldn't fail? What would I want to be doing with my life? Okay, I would want to be, I don't know, just as an example, I would want to work in marketing. What could be the first step? I could research marketing jobs, or I could apply for a job, or I could take an online course in marketing, or I could research what marketing entails. There are so many things that you can do, and then I try to do one thing straight away, and that usually helps me to get out of a negative mindset, because getting practical and doing things helps me to get out of my head, and that helps me to get out of a negative mindset. In the beginning of this video, I said I'm gonna share my top 10 tips on how to tackle a bad day. But as a bonus, I have an additional tip for you, and that is unplugging from social media. Social media can be a wonderful place, but it can also be detrimental to your mental health. So especially when you have a bad day and you go online, you will most likely only find the things that trigger you or upset you. So say you are unhappy with work, you will most likely go on Instagram and you will see all those people making their money as influencers, traveling the world and living the life of their dreams. Or you are unhappy with yourself, you will probably see all the people that look the way you want to look or are the way you want to be, and that will trigger you even more. So unplug from social media so that you cannot compare yourself or your life with that of others. And taking a break from social media also slows down your day, puts your focus off others and onto yourself, and that can really help you to deal with what's going on and really work on feeling better about yourself and your life. And that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed my actually 11 tips on how to tackle a bad day. And I hope it helped somebody that might not have the best day today. But if you do have a bad day today, remember tomorrow is a new day and things will look entirely different. If you do have a good day, I'm really happy. But you might want to keep those tips for the future if something comes up and you're not feeling your best. So maybe you want to keep this video somewhere where you have quick access to it for the next bad day, so that you have some tips to actually work your way through it. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I would be forever grateful if you could hit the subscribe button below and comment this video. What are your tips for bad days? And what are other video ideas that you would like to see on my channel? And you can also follow me on Instagram for daily inspiration and tips on how you can live your best life. My name is Lisa Marie Spiegel, but I've got everything linked down in the info box below as per usual. And then I'm gonna see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!